Yeah, I'm just a kid from Highland, Utah. It's a town in Provo County area in Utah. Grew up in there basically my whole life. Played college basketball throughout the state and then up in Canada as well. And have a family back home too, and I have a wife back home who's actually going to be out here soon, hopefully, and within 5 weeks is the plan. And she's awesome for supporting me and helping me to achieve my dreams. It's always been a dream of mine to play professional basketball, and so it's kind of surreal that now that the moment's here. And I'm out here in Denmark and ready to experience what Denmark has to offer, different culture, and so. But it was a good experience playing basketball. Playing basketball. It's my dad grew up playing basketball. My dad played college basketball, so I kind of was born into it. At first, when he took me to my first NBA game, Utah Jazz game, I wanted to leave once the candy was gone because it just wasn't in my interest. And so I think he was a little worried that I wasn't going to like sports or I wasn't going to like basketball. But a few years later, it's became everything I wanted to do. Idolized Michael Jordan growing up, and Allen Iverson and John Stockton, and those guys are my idols. So always just tried to become like them, and just basketball is what I love to do. And I knew it's from a small age. I always wanted to, like every little kid, try to make the NBA. But the older I got and realized the percentage of people who make the NBA and how competitive and hard it is, I learned about how Europe has their own professional team, and so I sought that to be a goal of mine, to work hard and to achieve. Even when people told me I would be too small and told me I wouldn't be able to do it, and so yeah, so it's been kind of a cool dream of mine to be able to make it to this level. First basketball experience, I think, played a lot of basketball, so it's hard for me to remember, but I remember I wasn't very good. I was very small, and I remember I was either always the last kid picked on a team, or I was the kid who sat the bench and would play garbage minutes, or people wouldn't pass to me when I was in because I'm always too small. I can't even get the ball to the rim. And so that would be my first experience of playing basketball. It just took the time and the hard work and effort. I mean, I could have just sat there and wished I could have been great, but I knew I had to take a lot of hard work if I wanted to get where I wanted to get to. And so whenever other kids were out playing other sports or playing with their friends, I was in my backyard shooting hoops or in the gym shooting with my dad, and that just kind of stuck as a routine as mine growing up, as I always had to have a workout that day. I felt like if I didn't work out that day, I felt like part of me was gone, which can be a bad thing because basketball is not who I am, it's what I do. But that's just was something very important to me at the time, so I wanted to make sure I gave it all and put all my effort into it. The best high school experience would probably be my junior or senior year of high school. I played on a really good team with a lot of Division I talent. In fact, one of my best friends actually playing on Barcelona this year, signed with their team. So we had a really talented team, and we actually were projected to win the state championship that year. But we ended up losing to our rival school. My junior year, this was my junior year, we lost to a rival school in the state championship who was ranked #1 in the nation, and lots of Division I guys and really good basketball players. And so that was the furthest that we made it. But for my overall high school experiences, I had a winning record and a really good record, and played with a lot of talented kids. So. As a player, like I said, growing up, I loved Allen Iverson just because of his crossover and his handles. But Steve Nash, I just like the way he facilitates, and then John Stockton's kind of the true point guards, and how they can do it all. They can score, play defense, pass the ball. They just basically do what they're needed to do. So those are kind of guys I try to idolize my game after. What I'd highlight is, I don't know, I got a big heart. I can shoot the ball really well. Shot the ball 45% from 3 at Alberta, and I can see the court really well. I have excellent court vision, can get others involved, and can do whatever the coach needs me to do to get the win.
Dancing up the dark streets of smoky gray.
How I met my wife is funny, is we were introduced through mutual friends, and we actually met through Facebook as well, and then we kind of started talking while I was up in Canada. And she actually is a basketball player too. She played college basketball at Utah at USU Eastern. It's a junior college in Utah, and she's actually really good. She actually beat me in a three-point contest with me trying. And so she's the type where it's like, I don't let her win because I know she's actually really good shooter. She comes from a basketball family. Her cousin is 7'4", just signed with the University of Utah, and her brother's 6'7", 6'8", already getting some college offers. So it's kind of just like a basketball family, and so just both love basketball, both love sports, and so we just kind of, that's how we started out talking, and then just ended up getting married down the road. So my first impression was, I looked up on the internet, and obviously you see downtown Copenhagen, the houses right there, the colorful houses, the waterfront and stuff, and it just looked really cool. Never been to Europe. This is my first time being over here. So I was really excited to come out here, culture, to try it. Wasn't expecting what the food was gonna be like. I'm still trying to figure some things out, what to eat, or what things are in the grocery store, because I can't read Danish. But yeah, no, it's my overall impression is it's a beautiful country, beautiful place, and it's a good opportunity for me to be here. Remember, I was a little overwhelmed. I remember walking in, and it was really hot, and not like the gyms that I had back in the States. But I remember it's just basketball is basketball, no matter where it's played at. It could be playing outside, and you still have to bring your A game every day. So I just kind of just put my shoes on and hopped on the court and just did what we were supposed to do that day at practice. So just try to jump in quick. Oh, they've all been really good, really accepting guys, been kind, answer any questions. They've been helping me through practice, especially with plays, understanding how they play. So yeah, I think we have a good chemistry this year with the guys, and so they're all really good. So the goals is just to do what I'm told to do, what coach wants me to do, to lead the team. I need to be a vocal leader, to create shots for my teammates, and also be able to create my own shot as well. Hopefully to have a winning season. We think we have a lot of talent this year, which can be good, and to try to get everybody involved, everyone going quickly, so that we can become a dangerous team where it's not all about just one guy.